Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
And a very good morning to all. Alright, so hopefully everybody has seated. But a reminder first, please make sure that you have mute your microphone. Alright. And if there is any question, please you can type in the chat area. Alright. So question will be answered after the presentation. Alright, so first of all, I would like to congratulate you all to be accepted into CFS. Alright, so it's a huge achievement. Alright, so today will be your basically first day into the world of academia. Alright, so please enjoy your journey. Alright, so if you already mute your microphone, so we begin. Alright, so I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Dr. Muhammad Syakawi bin Hamzah. Alright, I will be the moderator for today's event. Alright, so we will be joined later by Prof. Abdul Wahab and Dr. Amelia Ritahani. Dr. Amelia. Dr. Amelia. So Prof. Wahab, so let me introduce first. Alright, so this who's in KICT. So this is our beloved Dean. Alright, Professor Dr. Abdul Wahab Abdul Rahman. So the current Dean of KICT. Alright, so he's been assisted by two Deputy Director. One is me, Dr. Muhammad Syakawi, as well as Dr. Amelia Ritahani. Alright, so both of us are from matriculation also. Before this, it's not called Center for Foundation, it was called Matriculation Center. So both of us are from the same batch in Lembah Pantai. The place is no longer there, alright, because all of the students be moved to CFS Gambang. Alright. So in KICT we have 3 departments. So these are the head of the department. We have Department of Information System, with the head is Assistant Professor Dr. Nurul Noha. Then we have Department of Library Information Sciences. The head is Prof. Roslina. And lastly, Department of Computer Sciences. The head is Assistant Professor Dr. Raini. Alright, so we only have like 3. So Dr. Rita will be explaining later about the program being offered by these departments. Alright, so we go back to the beginning. So this is for your information. Established in 1998 at Kulliyyah of Economics and Management Sciences. Department is called Department of Information System. So basically we started at the Kulliyyah of Economics and Management Sciences. Me and Dr. Rita was a student here. And the first head is head of department is Professor Fauzan. He's still teaching currently in KICT. Alright, so during that time we only have one program, Bachelor of Management Information System. So this is the old program. Currently we have a new program. Then we moved to Kulliyyah Education in 2002. So this is where KICT has been established as its own Kulliyyah. Before this it's just one department. Now we have 3 departments under the banner of Kulliyyah of Information and Communication Technology. Alright, so we have that Department of Information Systems. We have then in 2004 we have Department of Computer Science. Then we have the Department of Library Information Science. We took it out from RKHS and put it here in KICT. So this is the structure from 2002 to 2011. So we operate at the same building as Kulliyyah of Education. Alright, so this is where we are now. Alright, it started in 1998 until 2011. We have our own building. So inshallah by 1 year time you will be walking in this place. So this place is on top of the hill. We are the only Kulliyyah that is situated on top of the hill. Alright, so this is where you will be coming, inshallah. Alright. So this is the KICT vision and mission. Alright, to be the international center of education excellence in ICT imbued with Islamic values and ethics. and mission to develop high. Basically, what we want to do is that we want to become players, all right, global players. All right, we do not just want to be good in Malaysia, but international also. But our difference is that our niche area, IM niche area is Islamization. All right, so hopefully you will be a good contributor to our ummah, inshallah. All right, so this is your lecturer. All right, currently we have a total of 60 lecturers and 19 admin staff. You will meet, inshallah, all of them later. All right, so student distribution. So this picture is taken during their FYP final year project showcase. Okay, so this is your senior, as well as they have been presenting to the industry. So this is you will be experiencing this in your final year. Don't worry. All right. So this is the strength of the student. All right. So this is in 1819. So we have not yet calculated. We have not yet produced the number yet for this year. So basically, we have around 1,088 students. All right, from BIT and BCS undergraduate. All right. So this is for postgraduate. So we have around 155 postgraduate students. All right, so this is your student society, the current batch. All right, so it's being headed by Muhammad Faizuddin, assisted by Sister Aiza, his brother Izul, as well as your peers. All right, so inshallah, I want to see some of you guys in the student society later, inshallah. All right, so this is our KICT social media platform. All right, so please follow because we're going to update everything, information regarding the kuliah there. All right, so this information can be gotten from the website also. All right, so you can refer to our website KICT. If you Google KICT IUM, you will be bring to that particular website. All right, so that is enough introduction. All right, so then I would like to give the floor to our dean. All right, so our dean is Prof. Abdul Wahab. So please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Everybody, how's everyone? I hope that you are keeping yourself safe, especially from this coronavirus. And please bear in mind that whatever you do, please stay 1 meter away from almost everybody. I think that's very important. First of all, I'd like to welcome all of you that in October this year, you will be at the Gombak campus. So I hope that you will all be ready to start your semester this coming October. Okay. So first of all, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi to all, and I hope that you have a good time and stay healthy. I think that's very important because in order to go and fight this coronavirus, we have to really make sure that we stay healthy and we stay clean, and always keep yourself distance, and if need be, if you are in the public, put on your face mask. I think that's very important. Okay. You will find that the Kulliyyah of ICT has a very beautiful building. Our building is right at the mountain resort, we call it. Okay, so and I hope that you will enjoy those fresh air right at the mountains, and all of us, all of you, will have the opportunity.
All right, so there seems to be a technical issue. All right, so maybe while we wait for the dean to come back, maybe Dr. Rita can start the briefing. So I would like to call upon Dr. Rita. So she will be giving you the bird's eye view of our current programming. All right. So there are things that you have to be very. You have to hear and look at the opportunity that will be available to you. So the Prof. Wahab is back again. So maybe Prof. Wahab can continue. The mic is off.
Okay, what I want to say is that whatever it is, please stay healthy and come and join us in October. And we would like to welcome everyone to Kulliyyah of ICT in October 2020. Welcome all of you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much, Prof. Sorry for the technical difficulty. All right, so Dr. Rita ready?
Yes.
All right, so Dr. Rita will be explaining to you about our program. So I think you have to choose you have to choose between engineering and ICT, or everybody is from ICT already. Dr. Rita can explain further lah. All right, so she's going to share some slides.
Okay. Right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I believe that all of you are ICT students, and there might be some of you from engineering if you're interested to join KICT. So what I'm going to do today is basically to share with you our program that you will have. You can choose in the future while you are doing KICT. Right. As been mentioned by Dr. Sharkawi, so we have Bachelor of Information Technology, which is BIT since 2000, offered by the Department of Information Systems. And then we have the Bachelor of Computer Science, later be introduced in 2004, which is being offered by the Department of Computer Science. Right. So most of you might be not clear on what is Bachelor of Information Technology and Bachelor of Computer Science. So what I'm going to do today is to share with you some of the courses that we are offering at our Kulliyyah. So at least you have a very general information on Bachelor of IT and Bachelor of Computer Science. And then later when you join the Kulliyyah, you can decide either you wanted to join the IS department, Information System department, for the Bachelor of Information Technology, or joining the Computer Science department for the Bachelor of Computer Science. So Information Technology is basically focuses on computing infrastructure, needs for individual users, involved in the study of systems, software, system in supports of learning, of information, etc. So in the BIT program, we have a few specialization that is catering for information technology, and you can see it after this. And there are also some information of what are the work of the IT professionals doing, but of course you're going to be clearer on what is information technology once you have entered the Kulliyyah, because there will be some courses offered by the Information Technology or IS department, and you're going also to take the Computer Science from the Computer Science department. Okay. Bachelor of Computer Science, in a simpler manner, this is basically a disciplines that tends to be relatively broad, with an emphasis on the underlying science aspect from theory through programming. So you can see that the difference is basically we are going to learn lots of programming in computer science, as well as most computer science program require some mathematical background. So you are going to see later also that some of the courses that is going to be offered in computer science, like mathematics, you have to take mathematics 1, 2 and 3, rather than you only have to take maths 1 for BIT. So they have a different subjects that you are going to cover during BIT and BCS program. When you started your bachelor degree for your first semester, basically you are going to join as an ICT student. So you don't have to worry whether you have to choose it immediately, or you have to choose it, right after you join the Kulliyyah. you are going to be exposed with all ICT subjects, basic ICT subjects. So you're going to learn programming, maths, you're going to learn database and so on and so forth. We are going to share with you later. After your second semester, then you're going to choose based on your preferences, based on your expertise. Either you wanted to join the BIT program or you wanted to join the BCS program. So once you join and declare yourself as a BIT student, then you're going to take all the BIT department required courses. And once you have already declared your interest as a BCS student or Bachelor of Computer Science student, you are going to register and do all the courses of Bachelor of Computer Science. However, for you to join the Bachelor of Computer Science, there is a minimal requirement for you to join. So you need to have 2 courses that you must get minimum grade of B, which is the elements of programming as well as mathematics. So once you get the minimal requirement, then you can join the BCS program. This is the requirement, but for BIT, you don't have any requirement, so you can immediately join after your second semester. So these are all the BIT and BCS program structure from batch 192 and above. So this is currently what we have. You have some university required, kuliah required, department required, and department specialization. Okay, for kuliah required, these are all the common courses between BIT and BCS. So for your first year and second year, most of the courses that you're going to take falls under kuliah required. There are also some other courses in your final year, like IT and Islam and technopreneurship that you're going to take as a kuliah required. So the department required will be a bit different from each of the department. So for example, BIT will offer the Department of IT courses, and Bachelor of Computer Science or BCS will only offer the BCS department required. So this is where you are going to be separated between BIT and BCS student. After that, both department will have specialization. So for each specialization, there will be 4 specialization for BIT and 3 specialization for BCS. Both of the specialization will have 21 credit hours and you can choose based on your preferences. Okay, so there are also a slide on specialization that you are going to see after this. Don't worry if you don't know which specialization that you're going to be choose during your degree program, because during the department required courses, you are going to be taught all the courses for basic introduction, and later when you do the specialization, you can choose based on your preferences or whatever that you like for your bachelor degree program. You also have to do final year project and also industrial attachment. For our industrial attachment, it's 6 months industrial attachment. And these are the general or basic program structure for you once you join our kuliah later. Okay, so these are all the list for university required, which you are going to take later in the university. Right, so some of the list of kuliah required, if you look here, then you see that everybody, all ICT student will take these courses. So you don't have to worry, you're going to start with business fundamental, elements of programming, object-oriented, database, computer organization, maths for computing, probability and statistics, introduction to software engineering, system analysis, technopreneurship, ICT and Islam, operating system, and human-computer interaction. If you look into the course code, then you can realize that there are 2 types of course code, which is info, and then you have CSCI. So info is from the information technology department, and then CSCI is for computer science department. And you can see also the numbers in front, 111 means that these are all for first year, first semester student. Then you can see, for example, number 10, info 4303, then that is for your final year or fourth year. So for example, CSCI 3300 operating system is when you are reaching your third year. So basically, you're going to learn all these basic BIT and BCS as a kuliah required courses, which in a total of 39 credit hours. Okay. Right, so this is what I've been telling you previously. For first year, first semester, all students are BIT students. So you don't have to worry to choose. Right, so you just join our kuliah and you started to learn the basic. I believe that all of you know already when you join the CFS, but you're going to be learn deeper when you join the program. So once you have earned 30 credit hours, you start to declare program. Minimum to declare is 20 credit hours. BIT, you don't have any prerequisite. BCS, you have to have a B grade for CSCI 1300, which is Elements of Programming, and CSCI 1303, which is Mathematics for Computing, right? Okay, so this is the what you're going to face or you are going to do when you join our kuliah. Right, this is the courses, sample courses that you're taking. Right, this is also some of the courses. Right. So I'm going to talk not in detail, but I'm going to share with you the specializations for BIT as well as BCS. Alright, BIT student can basically choose 4 specialization if you are interested with digital media design, multimedia technology, and so on and so forth. This is, you can join this specialization. You can also have enterprise technology management, information assurance and security, business intelligence and analytics. So the Department of IT will be offering 4 specializations. Some of the courses that has been shared, for example, digital media design. So these are some of the courses, animation technique, creative design, digital content, game technology, new media technology, digital audio, graphic design, and 3D modeling. So you can see that these are all courses for BIT specialization, digital media design. Another specialization, information assurance and security. So this is security. Some of the courses is management of information security, business continuity, disaster recovery, risk management, control and audit, information privacy, web application security, cryptography, digital evidence. So you can also see some of the courses in here is also coming from the computer science department. So it is basically the difference you can see between the course code. Okay, so this is an example of courses under BIT specialization, information assurance and security. For enterprise management technology, all right, so students who are interested in enterprise management technology, the courses are control and audit of information system, information resources, integrated business, knowledge management, web application framework, information retrieval, and mobile application development. So if you're interested to take some of the courses, you can join this specialization. And final, the last one is basically business intelligence and information science. So this is the 4th specialization offered for BIT student. You have the data warehousing, data mining, information visualization, business data analytics, and data science. So some of the courses will be added slowly, subject to the newly introduced courses every semester. So you can see some of the courses will be added slowly to our study plan. For BCS, Bachelor of Computer Science, the first one we have the software engineering. So if you are interested to become a software engineer, so these are the specialization that you can join later, which is the courses falls under software engineering, is some software testing, project management in software engineering, software design and architecture, requirements engineering, software quality assurance, database application, and empirical method in software engineering. For another specialization called network security, we have computer networking, principles of IT security, network and system admin, enterprise network, network concepts and practices, cryptography, digital evidence, and so on and so forth. You have network security as well as security in computing. And finally, in BCS, we have another specialization called data science and computational intelligence. So these are courses offered by the Department of Computer Science. Then we have big data analytics, machine learning, data science, natural language processing, introduction to effective computing, computational modeling and simulation, bio-inspired computing, and brain computational analytics. Right? So don't worry if you don't know which specialization that you're going to take or you're going to join when you join the kuliah, because once you started your department required, you can actually understand which one that you prefer to do in the future. So I just wanted to share some of the demands from the industry with you. So you can see that currently there are lots of demand from the industry. So most of our alumni is working in many areas. So for example, software development, creative multimedia, enterprise resource planning, big data analytics, OS and server technology, e-commerce, emerging technologies, database, risk management for cybersecurity and networking. So I believe that our specialization will help you to be part of the industry in the future once you have graduated from KICT. I think that's all that I wanted to share. We have some of our lecturers here that is expertise in different area. So if you have any questions later, some of the lecturers will share their inputs with all of you. I think that's all, Dr. Kawi.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Rita. Uh, so hopefully you already have like an idea what to expect at Gombak. All right, so in CFS, for me, I think you have to build up your foundation. All right, and when you come to Gombak campus, you will be ready. All right, so is there anything that you would like to know more in detail? So I open the floor to you guys. While you are thinking, like I told you before, please subscribe to our social media. If you like Facebook, then go to Facebook. If you like Instagram, you can go to Instagram. If you like Twitter, then you can subscribe to Twitter. But you can subscribe all. There's no limitation. So this is just for the Kulliyyah official. For the ICTSS, they have their own. They have one Telegram group. So if you go I think if you go to the link that I've given to you. So there's question, what are the languages that we are going to learn? Anybody want to answer? Programming language or? Okay, programming languages. So the medium instruction will be in English. All right, you have to take, I think, Bahasa Melayu also, as well as Arabic. But don't worry, in my time, you have to take 6 class, all right, of Arabic. But now you only have to take 2. All right, so Dr. Raini, so if you look at the course outline, the first 2 programming language that you're going to encounter is going to be C++ in the element of programming. So that will be your first programming language. But in database, you're going to learn about SQL, structured query language. Then after you have passed element of programming, then you will be learning about object-oriented programming, which will be taught in Java. But as you progress into your program, all right. So some other course you will learn Python. Then you learn about JavaScript. So there's a lot of programming language that you're going to encounter as you progress. So it's better that you build out the foundation first. All right. So in element of programming, you're going to learn about C++, and object-oriented, you're going to learn Java. Do we still do online learning on this October or face-to-face class? From K. Aiman. All right. So PKPP is until August 2020. All right, so we will wait until that. But for now, KPT has suggested that online classes will be until December. All right, so that is the current instruction for KPT. But make dua, all right, so that COVID-19 has passed, or COVID-19 is going to still be there, but it's under control. All right, so we wait until what will be said by the Prime Minister by end of PKPP, which is in August. So we are still waiting. So Dr. Rani has stated programming have R. R is a analytical language. R, Python. I'm still in engineering right now, so I want to change to ICT. But how long will it take for me to get into the kuliah? I'm still in engineering right now. So you are one Farah is still in CFS, right? So how long to me? So if you want to change from engineering to ICT, please talk with the person in charge at the CFS. All right. So how many years our bachelor going to take? So if you are good, all right. So you can finish up till minimum is 3 years. How many years our bachelor going to take? But the most you can do it in 3 years, but every semester you're going to be taking like 7 to 8 courses. Usually student will finish it in 4 years time. All right, so we have 132 credit hours. Minimum is 18 credit hours. So you can do the mathematics. Usually it will take you 4 years. All right, but some student can do it in 3 years and 3 years and a half, depending on their CGPA. Because only if your CGPA is high, then you can take a lot of courses. If your CGPA is low, then we want you to focus on your classes. So Dr. Muni said, if you want to change program, please go to the Ahmad at Gombak campus, or you can change it in CFS. Can, Dr. Rita?
You can also start applying to change your program at the CFS. Dengar tak?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you can apply at CFS also now. However, it will go to the same meeting. So I think you should talk to the CFS Ahmad at CFS first. And if they said that you can change your program now, you can apply for change your program there. Or else, you have to come here and then you have to do change your program. But once you join the university, the kuliah, then it will take some time for you to change from engineering to KICT. So it's better if you can start applying it at the CFS.
Okay. Any more questions? Feel free to ask. Any lecturer want to say something? I open to the floor also. We have Madam Zaria also. She was in CFS. We have Dr. Hazwani. She's our current AA for BIT. So she can tell you a lot of our program. And we have Dr. Amir Atif. We have, let me count. We have Dr. Murni. She was my lecturer. Who is online? Let me see. Dr. Adrina. Then we have Dr. Akram. We have another Amelia, Dr. Amelia Rita.
We have Emily.
Yeah, we have Dr. Aznan. Dr. Aznan is his degree is in RKHS. Now he's teaching IT. So he has a lot of story that he can share. So if you come to Gombak campus, then he's willing to share. Who else? Anybody? The lecturer? Dr. Nazaria? Dr. Nurul Nuha? BIT, our BIT Department of Information System Head of Department. Then we have Dr. Raini, our Computer Science Head of Department. Then we have Prawahab. And we have Dr. Zulkifli also. So, any question that you would like to ask? Assalamualaikum. Do we have a minimum CGPA from CFS to enter KICT? So the question is from Ushairi. Dr. Rita?
I think you have to pass the CFS. Apa I cannot. I think from bridging we have a minimum CGPA, but from is Sister Fauzia here? I think I think most of the if Sister Fauzia can answer this, do we have minimum CGPA?
Okay, for KICT. Okay, dah. Okay,
He has to switch off the microphone. Alright, so while waiting for that, what is the difference between Bachelor of Engineering, Electronic Computer Information offered by KOE and BCS BIT offered by KICT? Alright, from my understanding, we're talking about engineering, you're talking about the level of, what you say? The level of, they are more focused on the hardware part. Meaning to say, talking about the computer, so you're talking about the microprocessor part, how to design the microprocessor, all those things. All right, more towards the hardware part. For Kulliyyah of ICT, we were more concerned on the software part. Is the Wi-Fi fast? Define fast. For me, it's okay. But for you, maybe you're coming from the Wi-Fi area that is slow, then I cannot answer that. So it's relative fast or high ping. You cannot play game, the block game. Yeah, so that's another issue. But we have under here, we in KICT, we have one cyber cafe, Games Mind, where they have PS4. Hopefully they can upgrade to PS5 when it arrive here in Malaysia. Do we need to compete with engineering students who didn't pass minimum CGPA for engineering to enter the Kulliyyah? Compete how actually? If you're in ICT, then if you pass the minimum CGPA, then you'll be in ICT. Sister Fauzia can explain about the minimum CGPA for CFS.
Okay, for engineering, for those who want to join ICT, at least the minimum CGPA is 2.3. But if you already get an offer to engineering, then you can apply for, because for those who get the CGPA above 2.3, you will go to engineering and your offer letter will be engineering. But you can do apply for change of program to ICT, and we have a committee to decide either we will accept your application or not to ICT. But the minimum is 2.3. For those 2.5 to 2.3, you will be automatically offered as ICT student. Okay, what is your cut of fine CGPA to engineering? 2.5 or 2.8?
8
Huh?
2.8.
2.8. So
2.5.
for those below 2.5 until 2.3, you will offer as ICT. Above 2.5, you have to do appeal. Okay, clear?
All right. How far the kuliah from the mahala? So we have 14 mahala in IIUM in Gombak campus. So again, the nearest one I think will be the sister mahala kot. That's the nearest one. The brother mahala I think is Ali. Ali is the nearest one. No, Zubair is the closest, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, how far the kuliah? So from the mahala. So our kuliah is the only kuliah on top of the hill. So wherever you may stay, you have to climb up the hill. But they have buses. Alright, inshallah, you can just ride the bus. Computer engineering student can be software engineer. Anybody want to answer that? Computer engineering student can be software engineer.
Okay, I think I should answer the questions.
Okay.
All right. Okay. What you learn in software engineering in KICT is a process of becoming a software engineering or part of the team of software engineering team, in which you will learn from zero, from nothing, from the zero. The system is of nothing, meaning from the requirements until it's completed, including the testing, including the software matrices, including the planning and requirements. And our approach is more towards software development. Unlike the software engineering, at the engineering level, they have different kind of approach. Okay, it is not what we implement. As such, you will be introduced to something that we call as agile. As such, you will be introduced, we call it software testing, or you will be introduced as software tester. But however, you will not get that from the Kulliyyah of Engineering. Okay, so we have different approach of introducing you software engineering in Kulliyyah of ICT. Yep. Is that answering your questions?
Maybe Dr. Zaria, if I can add, in the Kulliyyah of engineering, when we talk about computer engineering, we are talking about the hardware, you know.
Yeah.
So you deal with hardware, you deal with, for example, how to design the computer itself, you know. Whereas here in software engineering, it is more on the software, the operating system, you know. So that's the difference. So therefore, in this case here, if you are more interested in hardware, okay, that means you want to know about multi-threading and so forth, you know. So then maybe you want to go and do it in engineering to learn about the hardware. So that you talk about ICs, you talk about integration and so forth, you know. But when you go to computer science, or in this case here, software engineering that you mentioned, so the focus will be more towards the operating system itself, you know, the software part, you know, rather than more on the hardware. So I think that answers what the difference you're interested.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Prof.
Thank you. All right. So again, for engineering, they are more focused on the hardware. All right. So we are more focused. KICT are more focused on the software part. All right. So what spec of laptop do you suggest to ease our learning at KICT? Okay. So it depends on what specialization you will be focusing on. All right. For first year, second year, I think we do not have any need for high-end spec. But if you are going to go into multimedia, data science, that one will require high spec laptop. For currently, we cater, we have labs, we have like around 6 to 8 labs. All right, that have the the computers, all right, to handle the learning. But again, it depends on what is it that you want to do. So you're more involved with data crunching and everything, so you usually need a high-end laptop. But for first year, second year, I don't think that you need a high-end laptop for the time being. All right. Any more questions? You can type here or you can ask in our social media later on. So we also have the ICTSS ni. So you can go to our website, the link that I given to you. All right. So they have the link on the left side. So you have under there student society. So you can click there and you can look at the student society. They have like a Telegram group. They have Twitter and Facebook as well as Instagram. So they are more focused on student activities.
Dr. Kavi, there are some questions in the chat. In the chat.
Check. What question? Alright, anybody want to say hello to our student? Any lecturer? Just a word of advice to our incoming student.
Dr. Kavi, there are some questions in the Google Meet chat.
Oh, Google Meet chat. Oh, lagi bawah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Asalkan for student who want to graduate in BIT in BCS, any professional cert offered by KPT, IM to be taken during undergrad for and managed by MSTB or Cisco. Alright, so offered by KPT, IM. For Cisco, we have Dr. Zul Kefli. Dr. Zul, he's smiling now. Maybe we have a Cisco lab here with all the equipment to cater for Cisco cert. Maybe Dr. Zul can say something about that. Unmute Dr. Zul. Dr. Zulkifli is our resident network expert. So while waiting, can we bring vehicle to campus? Not for first year and second year, usually for final year for campus. But if you have special issue, then you can come and talk to me. Can bring desktop PC? Yes. Can we bring cars or motorcycle there? Cars, final year. Motorcycle, I think so you can, but you need to register. Do KICT offers CPR and CFS cert for students? What is it? Okay. Oh, still Dr. Zul have. Okay. Alright, force. He's laughing. Alright. I think for Cisco, mostly we do not, the Kulliyyah does not, offer directly the cert, but the coverage of the cert are being covered in our courses. All right, let's say for Cisco MSTB, so if you follow the courses that offered Cisco and for MSTB, they will cover the topic. All right, so the Kulliyyah does not cover the certification fees and everything, but you will be prepared to take the certification. CPRE and CTFL. Anybody?
Same like what you said, Dr. Kavi. They have to pay if they want to have the certifications.
Yes.
I would like to add, we cover in the courses for the CPRE and CTFL, we covered in the courses. However, when they want certificate, like Dr. Raini said, that they have to pay.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum. If I may talk about cybersecurity of information security.
Yeah, tafadhal.
Okay, for information security, there is a course called Principles of IT Security, and the book that we use is based on the CompTIA Security Plus certification. So if students would like to take the professional certification, they just need to pay the exam fees. And IUM is the academy partner for CompTIA, so you only need to pay about 500 to 600 ringgit, which is so much lower than the retail price. Retail price is around more than 1,000 ringgit. So that is a paid one. And on top of that, a few years ago, MDEC is starting to give professional certification sponsorship, which includes training in cybersecurity and information security, and as well as sponsorship in the examination fees. But of course, you need to get good grades, which is 3.0 CGPA and above, and only for final year students. So that's for information security lah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, if I may add.
Okay.
Okay, sorry for the, yeah. Right, for the Cisco, KICT is actually one of the Cisco Academy registered under Cisco. So we are actually allowed to conduct training and all that. So the good thing about if you are being here, okay, we adopt Cisco curriculum for our networking classes. Okay, so if you want to go for the certification, you have to take all the classes, okay, which cover all the modules. Okay, the only thing that we can provide is actually it's quite safe. If you want to go for the training outside, it may cost you like 4,000 ringgit and all that, 2,000 to 4,000 ringgit. So if you attend the class here, okay, so you get it, I mean, consider like free as part of your study lah, fee. And if you complete all the tests or assignments and all that, you may get you get a voucher, a discount voucher for the exams. Okay, so that is the advantage. And of course, you can be registered as one of the many students under the NetAcad, they call it Network Academy, Cisco Network Academy. So you have access to all the resources in there. Okay, so one subject is actually a compulsory subject for all students, okay, computer networking. So at least, okay, you will get access to that account, okay, and you can become one of the NetAcad students. Okay, and we do have a lab. So if you join our Kulliyyah, okay, you can actually have access to the actual hardware. Engineering, Kulliyyah engineering, they don't have the hardware. We do have. Okay, okay, I think that's for Cisco lab. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Zul. Can we get the record of this meeting? Dr. Muni? Can we get the record? This is being recorded. I know that this is being recorded, but please refer back to the link later on, the KICT Online Briefing. So everything will be provided there. So if you go to the KICT Online Briefing at KICT website, we have put there all the information regarding the course offering. All right, so you can just go there and browse through. All right, so it's in the link that I provided previously. So we have information regarding Bachelor of Computer Science, IT, and courses to register. All right, so it's available there online. All right, so please have a look, see there. So, yes.
There is questions on all students. Can all students stay in campus? Or
Student inside. All right, so all students staying inside campus. The idea from I think from our rector, first rector that will Gombak campus, the idea is that all students will be living on campus. All right, that's why we have 14 mahalah. 14 mahalah, one mahalah can cater up to 1,000 students. So we have around, at one time, around 14,000 students in Gombak campus. Alright, so the default is that students will be staying in campus. So some students, they choose not to stay on campus, so they have to fill out the form saying that they do not want to stay in campus. So the default is that every student will be staying inside campus. Alright. So only those who do not want, they have to fill out the form. Okay. So can you explain more about prereq on how it works? What should we do? Recommendation. So you are still in CFS. CFS, I think you will be there for 1 year. Alright, compared to my time, you will be there up to 2 years. Alright. So they cut short 1 year. So prereq is usually when you come to Gombak, you will be doing the Ta'aruf week. So during the Ta'aruf week, you will be doing your pre-registration during the Ta'aruf week. Alright, so Kulliyyah and ICTSS will be helping you to choose. Alright, so if you look at the website that I stated before, so let me share to you. Present now. Alright, so if you go to this part here, alright, so you can see the tab Bachelor of Computer Science, Bachelor of Information Technology. This is the study plan. Right, so for first year student, meaning to say semester 1, semester 2, if you look at the year 1, semester 1, alright, so this all subjects basically Kulliyyah required courses. Alright, so you have to register these courses. It's the same for KICT or BCS. So after that, then after this semester ends, you get your grades. Then is semester 2 here in Gombak campus. Then you need to by I think the middle of this semester, you need to declare either you're going to take BIT or BCS. So these 2 semester, in your first year, you'll be taking all the generic courses, the Kulliyyah required courses. Alright, so you do not have to worry about the pre-registration. Alright, so we will be helping you on the pre-registration. Alright, you'll be following this study plan. So you have the study plan as well as the list of specialization courses and everything. Alright, so you have 4 different type of courses. One is university required courses. Then this one you have to take all Kulliyyah required courses. This one you have to take all department required courses. If you're in BCS, then you're going to take BCS. If you're BIT, you're going to take BIT. Then you have to think about your specialization courses. Alright. So that one is, we can explain more when you come to Gombak.
Dr. Khalid, there is a question on Ta'aruf week. And also a few other questions. How to create produce game, do we have to join VIT or BCS? Maybe Dr. Rita can answer on that.
Alright, to create and produce game, do we have to join VIT or BCS? It depends. Alright, so we're talking about game, you have 2 types of game. So game development, one is on the creative side, the other one is the technical side. Alright, so for BIT, it covers both. Alright, but it's not saying that students from Bachelor of Computer Science cannot write games. So it depends on where is your inclination. If your inclination towards more on the creative part, then it's better to take BIT. But if you are more inclined on the technical development part of a game, alright, so it should be either BIT or BCS because you need to be very good in programming. So you can come and talk to me later, or you can email me. You can find my email later on. We can talk about what is it that you want to be doing in video game development. And then for online pre-rec, what is the question here? Oh, if PKP until December, how are Taruvik and online classes going to be held? Virtual Tawek. Taruvik is still being discussed. I think the IUM Student Union have already make out a survey, so you can follow IUM Student Union on Twitter. I think they're quite active on Twitter. They have a survey on what is the expectation for the new Taruf. So they're, because PKP, the COVID-19 has us thinking in new norms. All right, we had to think about new ways to do things now. So basically, for Taweng, we have to wait. All right, so like I told you, PKPT is until August. So we have to wait until August to get what will be the new conditions. All right, so up until now, we wait for the university guideline lah on that method. Can we know the kuliah fees and what scholarship we can apply? Okay, so scholarships, there are some scholarships that are being offered by IUM, but for scholarship under IUM, you have to have grade first. Meaning to say that it will only be offered to first year student where you have grades, because when you want to apply for IUM scholarship, they want to see your CGPA. So you must make sure that your CGPA is good. All right. Usually they will offer to 3 pointers and above. All right. So about the fee, you can refer to finance. Finance have the fee structure. I think in our website also have the structure. If you go to the Department of Information System, I think they have like fee structure there. The fee structure. We will update. I think we have I read it somewhere before regarding the fee structure. Kuliah fees and scholarship. IUM scholarship is that, but for other scholarship you can refer to, they have a lot of scholarship. They have scholarship from, if you're from Melaka, I think they have some scholarship, anak-anak Melaka. You can refer to each of the state, they offer some scholarship. Alright, or you can look at the Sandabi or some other scholarship. So sometimes we will be posting some of the scholarship that have been offered. Alright, for scholarship. Alright, so question between BIT and BCS, which one is into math? So BCS more into math. Alright, so they have up until Math 3 kan? Math 3 kan Math 4?
Maths 3.
Math 3. So you have to take Math 1, Math 2 and Math 3. In IS, you have to take Math 1 only. Math 1, only Math 1. Alright, so you have to be very efficient in mathematics. That's why they have that the requirement there. For if you want to go into BCS, you have to be very well versed in mathematics as well as element of programming. Okay, anything to add from other lecturers? Is there mobility program under KICT? Alright, so mobility program, we encourage students to go to mobility program. Mostly it depends on the, we have to get it verified first. Alright, meaning to say that we have some MOU with other university. We have some international student. We have some international student coming in to do our program. as well we have some student that is going to to other university to do the program, but you have to it's under strict strict regulation, because we want to make sure that when you go to do mobility program, you have to make sure that the credit can be transferred. All right, if it is not being transferred, there is not going to be counted in the 132 credit hour. You go there, you finish one semester, but it's not that semester is not the subject you take there, like you take 5 subjects, but it's not being counted in KICT. So we do not want students to waste their time doing that kind of mobility. And the mobility, sometimes we do not have any sponsors for that. So we have one under Erasmus. Some students get sponsored, some students not get sponsored. It depends on the Erasmus. Erasmus is the mobility program under Europe. So you can go to Europe and the surrounding near Europe. So we have usually the most famous is the Turkey Erasmus program. So most of our students went to Turkey. So for local competition, currently our student is involved with the with one security competition. Alright, it's an online competition. So usually the student activities, the student competition will be fall under the student activities. Alright, so there will be program that has been approved. So you need to approve the competition first. So if you're not being approved the Kulliyyah, you will not get sponsor lah. If you go by yourself, sometimes students, they just like to test, they just involve into the competition by themselves. So they do not apply for the sponsorship. So they are not being sponsored. So if you want to do it properly, then you need to make a proposal for that competition. Currently for competition, we have the ACM competition. It's a programming competition. So we have a good team here under Dr. Normazia. She's also part of the ACM intercollegiate programming competition. All right. We host one upon a time, we host the regional, mean to say that students from other country come to IUM to participate in that competition. And there we have some students also went to, I think last time they went to China to participate in that ICPC programming competition. All right, some lecturer already have classes, they have to go now. All right. Yes, so Dr. Zaria shared the link, ACM ICPC 2019. So the competition is not covered in our NIA, so our students also participate with engineering. I think the current for robot team. All right, so you are not just restricted to KICT competition. All right, so some of our students they even went to help the engineering student to win competition. All right, so I think the current president for robot team, engineering robot team is KICT student. So you are not limited to the competition. You can join any competition. All right, but some competition may require some fees or something. So you need to liaise with ICTSS to get the fund for that competition. Okay. Again, please join the social media group as well as the ICTSS. Please refer back to the link. All right, IUM to the Kulliyyah website. please register to ICTSS. They can help you more regarding student life here. All right, we can only explain to you about the academic part, but student life is better to ask your senior. All right. So, any last question before we close?
Maybe we can have Prof as last word before we go.
So there's one question: what will happen if you didn't pass the CFS requirement for KICT that 2.3 pointer? So if you're going to have a problem if you do not pass, so my suggestion to you is that make sure that you pass. All right. So what will happen? Something not good will happen if you do not pass. You are in CFS. Not many students get the chance to be there. All right. So if you already have the mentality that you're gonna pass, for me, you have to rethink. All right. If ICT is your chosen profession, all right. So please think about that. If ICT or engineering, or if you prefer something else other than ICT, all right. So if you do not pass, that may be an alarm or a sign saying that you may not be suited for ICT. If you're having problem with your first semester there in CFS, you do not you fail or something, my suggestion to you is that get a hold of the counselor there and talk about your future direction. All right, what is your what is your path? All right, either ICT or something else. So that question can only be answered by you. All right, not your parents or your friend. That is answered by you. We have problem with students that cannot do ICT, that they fail here in Gombak. You are still in CFS. So that is my name lah. So maybe Prof would like to say some farewell remarks to our students.
Not farewell, welcoming.
Welcoming.
Okay, all of you, I think most important is, especially at this point of time, stay healthy, okay, and keep yourself distance. And where situation do not permit, please put on your face mask. And inshallah, we will see you in October, either through online or virtual, or face to face. It depends on how's the situation of the coronavirus right now. So, and don't forget, what is more important is make dua that we are all safe and this coronavirus will be out by then, inshallah. So please take care and stay healthy, inshallah, and don't forget to pray. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right, thank you very much, Prof. So with that, that's the end of our session today. But it will not end here. So you have our social media account, so you can still ask questions there. All right. So we will be seeing you online. All right. If not face to face, but our presence is still there. So we'll make dua for you all to be very successful. All right, and come and meet us on the Kulliyyah on the Hill. All right, in Gombak. Okay, so any last word from Dr. Rita?
I hope that we are going to meet in October. So I think once you are here, then you are going to learn more about KICT. You are going to learn more about the bachelor program, and you are going to have a very good time in KICT, I believe, because most of our seniors enjoyed KICT and graduated with flying colours. So I do hope that I'm going to see you soon, and good luck and all the best for you. And welcome to KICT soon. That's all.
All right, so okay. All right, so thank you very much. We have around, previously we peaked at 80 people. So now we have 64. Some of the lecturers already logged out to go to their classes. All right, so the lecturers are anxious to meet you guys. All right, so make sure that you come and see us, inshallah. All right, so thank you very much again for spending your time with all of us. All right, so until then, ila liqa, ma'as salama. So, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.